Hello, guys. I just got done with a stream, so make sure you guys, if you want, check that out. Um, another, you know, probably 2 weeks since I last posted. Didn't does not feel like that, but it's been 2 weeks. Um, been busy with work. I just got a job, so you know, a new job. So I've been very busy, going back and forth. But nevertheless, we're gonna stay consistent as much as we can. I work tomorrow. I'll be free until Wednesday. I'll be free on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Uh, I'll probably because I'm doing a Red Dead marathon, so I I'm gonna be streaming that, and then I'll do poetry, not poetry. I'll read after and stuff, posting this channel as well. So let's get into it. We're gonna read this first and then poetry. So let's get straight into it. The Shipwreck, page 20. All right. In the last week of November 1135, Henry I and his entourage arrived at Lyons-la-Fort in Upper Normandy. The castle and the forest surrounding it had been a regular haunt of the Norman dukes for the 2 centuries, and Henry arrived late on a Monday evening with the intention of enjoying himself the next day, as his ancestors had in the thrill. Also, by the way, sorry to stop. In the thrill of hunt, uh, as you can see, moved my room a little bit. My mom did, so if you're wondering, if you're like tripping or something, and you're wondering why it looks different, move my camera slightly to the right and different setup. And also, sorry for the mess, both in the on my bed. They make my bed, and then on the floor. I forgot to pick up some clothes in the rug, but ignore that. Uh, what else was I got? Where would I leave off? Where did I leave off? In the thrill of the hunt. Even at the age of 68, the king remained vigorous and strong. During the night, he fell ill and his condition worsened fast. By the end of the week, it was apparent that the illness was extremely grave. According to a letter from the arch archbishop of Yorn, Henry confessed his sins, beat his breast, and set aside his enormities. On Sunday, December the 1st, after 3 days of absolution, uh, absolution, prayer, and giving, the archbishop anointed Henry with the holy oil, whereupon the king expired. Although many chroniclers noted the piety which Henry the First died, one of them, Henry of Huntingdon, recorded ever so gruesome details of the king's immediate afterlife. The royal corpse was brought to Rouen, and there his entrails, brain, and eyes were buried together. Then the body was cut all over with knives and copiously sprinkled with salt and wrapped in oxides to stop the strong, pervasive, pervasive stench which was already causing the deaths of those who watched over it. It even killed the men who had been hired for a great fee to cut off the head with an axe and extract the stinking brain, although he had wrapped his face in lining clothes. If this was the physical reality of Henry I's death, the political fallout was far worse, for even as Henry's impaled corpse was transported to England's for burial at Reading and be a constitutional crisis that was so to last for nearly 2 decades was brewing. The the period the period this period is usually known as the anarchy, but those who lived through it prefer to call it the shipwreck. Henry's failure to provide for an adult male successor left for Anglo-Norman realm contested. 3 times since his daughter Medilia returned from Germany in 1126, 1131, and 1133. Henry had caused his barons to swear that they would be loyal to her, but from the moment the old king died, his subjects began to abandon their promises. In December 1135, Medelia's cousin Stefan of Bleus was in Buljoon, the seat of his wife's family. And that's where we'll leave off for this. I only read one page. Uh, 1 or 2 pages usually is what I read. Depending on how like hard it sounds or whatever, because there's so much words I can't pronounce. So I barely got through that without almost giving up. Uh, it's a lot of reading. But we're gonna move on to poetry. That's why, like, if I read page, one long page, I'll read multiple pages of poetry. So, so let's get into it. Again, do not mind the clothes, bro. Please. Uh, pardon, pardon. All right. Page 46. I could get used to this. I think I already did. I already read this. Okay, no, no, I didn't. Page 46. I could get used to this. Interesting little phrase. I watch you sleep, the cat purring next to you. I think of our dinner this evening. You grilled for me, and we sat outside. I could get used to this. I thought I said a steak in the mountain air, but mostly just you. There was such an ease sitting across from you. Peaceful gaps in conversation, a comfort, a simple knowing I've never experienced this before. So different, yet so secure. And here you lay beside me now, resting your brow uncreased, your lips slightly parted, and your chest gently rising and falling and rising. I watch you breathe, and yes, I could get used to this. Bar. Page 48. True lover's touch. How gentle the true lover's touch. The meaning in his glances. Soft smiles full as breaths are shared, knowing free from dread, secure and free to fly. A single moment with you, and she asked about us. What about the age difference? What do you actually feel? We haven't had a chance to talk to catch up, and my heart swelled as it does for you, and my heart's whirled up, and my eyes whirled up as they do for you. I drew in a deep, full breath, and I exhaled night blooming, jasmine and gardenia. Bright stars, more than you can possibly count, light up the black of the dark night, full of possibility, full of potential, full of an entire future of infinities and eternities with you. I smiled and sighed and answered her, and I breathed a truer than I had ever known before, that I would trade everything in this world, all for a single moment with you. Page 50. You hold my heart. You hold my heart is yours totally. And I know everything about you. I know your grace and cherish your presence. I know your strength and where you're fallible. I know where your brilliant light in your darkest time hide hidden shadows. Because of our friendship, we find its depth, not just the surface. And with each beat, you hold my heart. And when you speak, I listen to thoughts, feelings, perspectives revealed with depth and substance, clarity and care, revealing such a precious soul. In your arms, so safe in your arms. My heart so full as I bask in your eyes. Revel in your smile. Your hand slides in mine as we walk side by side. Your bare hug beckons. When life feels so hard, I feel your warmth beside me, my head on your shoulder as I blink myself awake. So safe in your arms, I look down at the ring you put on my finger, and I know without a doubt that in your arms is where I belong. Alright, bro. Making me feel a little like loneliness perhaps. Every day the same. Every day is so difficult, not just because of what is present, but because of what is absent. My greatest wealth, 24 hours ahead of me, to live, create, embrace, and love, to learn, to share acceptance, leading to gratitude. My greatest wealth, 24 hours ahead of me. Where you share this wealth with me, it's not the 24 hours, it's the moments that exist within so very which a touch, a smile, a knowing nod, and perhaps a tender kiss, a new experience, a new conversation, a new memory, and again, we will write the story of this day. We will add this story, this day, these moments to the treasure of every day before that we shared. And when the ink runs out, our love will be written in the stars. Mm, I like that. Uh, this is where we're gonna leave off, page 54. As you can see, leave off right there. Um, 12, 13 minutes, not bad. Um, hope you guys enjoyed that little um brief session we had. I'll try to be as consistent as I can, not leave you guys for 2 weeks or however long. So I'll be better and hope you guys have a beautiful day. Um, you know, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Um, because I will be um I'll be active and yeah. Hope you guys stay safe. Stay cool and see you guys later. Enjoy your days, enjoy your nights, and I'm out. See ya.